looks like. Alright guys, thought I'd shoot from this angle just for a change, why not? Just got from Amazon today, ordered it at Loctite 37539 from Amazon, $5.74. Pretty interesting anti-sieze lubricant, and it's a pretty big tube, 1 ounce. But prevents seizing, galling, and corrosion, protects metal and parts to 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit. But the back was interesting. But not best result. Uses spark plug, threads, exhaust manifold studs, engine bolts, alternator bolts, oxygen sensors, and brake lube assembly. So I'm kind of glad I got it. They show in the picture here just kind of applying it with an acid brush, but I was thinking it was using it more on something with the lathe or the mill, or to make sure it doesn't stick. But this will go into a toolbox. So I'm glad I've got that. Next thing is, I know a long time ago in a video I said I didn't want to do the ads. Finally broke down and did it. I'd like to say thank you because, well, first, to do the ads on YouTube, you have to open up a Google AdSense account. To open up the AdSense account, first thing I discovered is you cannot do it with the Internet Explorer. It's not compatible. You can use Firefox, Chrome, anything you want except for the Internet Explorer 11, which I'm using. So that was the first problem. I had to go on another computer which had Chrome on it and open up the account. And then now the next thing is you can't look at the account. All the numbers are 0 if you're on the Internet Explorer 11. So you got to use Chrome or Firefox. But in any case, the account finally did hit $150. Thank you, thank you. So you guys have contributed to the shop here, and I put on order with it because I was thinking, oh gee, I could buy anything I want with this. And no, you guys did this for the shop, so I'm sick and tired of hacksawing. So I put on order, which I will review, the Wen 3975 5-inch metal cutting bench top bandsaw, which will go underneath the new bench. A nice area for it. Start cutting all the metal I want. And 5-inch too. Every one I looked at was a lot less than that. So it's going to be interesting to see how this product works. But alright. So the other nice thing to hear in comments of the last video is that everybody uses the brazed carbide cutters. Agree, it doesn't work unless you hone them, grind them, do something with them. So, what else is here? In the last video also, Jeff Vastine said some stuff about lubricant. He said try Anchor Lube. I did find it on Amazon and ordered it. It's coming in tomorrow. Anchor Lube 8 ounce. Whole thing ran $11.99, so there was no sales tax on it. So I'll be reviewing that in an upcoming video to see what that's all about. It looks rather interesting. Another one was Gary Hall said, since I'm doing all this grinding and making high-speed cutters myself, that I should look into what's called a contrary ground cutter. I did some research and I couldn't find anything on it on YouTube. So I was like, oh yeah, man, let me figure out what this is and do a video on it because nobody's got one. But then Gopher came back, said it sounded like a lathe shear tool. And there's a bunch of videos on it, but I'm starting to make it. Oh, it's over on the other bench, which I'll take you guys over here in a minute. So what's this main video about? Not really a whole lot, but I'm into making a lot of high-speed steel cutters myself. So I want to, eventually I'll do the video on this shear tool. Started making one. I'm at a standstill with the grinder, so I'll show you a piece of my existing grinder, the problems that I'm having, and then I'll show you I had bought a Ryobi, and it's a total mess, so I'm doing a review on the Ryobi. But let me take you over to the other workbench and show you just a little something before the rest. Alright, first, no matter what I do with these grinders, the wheels just keep wobbling. So this is the one that I'll mention in the upcoming piece here that I had made. This, because the shaft comes out, it's slightly bigger and where's my fingers here? Shaft comes out, gets bigger and goes over. This little shelf that there is in there is just not enough to put the washer on. Oh, I gotta bring the washer over here. Hang on. Alright, everybody uses this stupid washer. Let me go wider a little bit. It's just, you can see I turned this one in the lathe trying to get it straight, but the shelf just isn't big enough to really keep this thing from wobbling all over the place. So in every grinder that I see, you look at them and they all have this. So I know they're all going to be wobbling, and the same thing as the Ryobi I'm going to show. But I did, so this was a failure, that's a failure. I'm not sure what to do. I'm stuck trying to figure out how to make get a nice grinder, make a nice grinder, a tool grinder that I can easily do all the angles I want to start making these high-speed steel cutters. So this one, I think you can see, I'll angle it in the light. This guy was 60 degrees. This is the beginning of the shear cutter that I'm making. Now I need to do an 18 degree here, and so that's what started this all off. But in any case, I'm realizing I had bought a few of the 3/8 and I'm realizing 5/16 is far better. I had one piece that I made that rounding one with to do the thumb screws with, and this cuts so much faster, and I can't believe this is Bolton tools. So this came off of eBay. I think they were $4 or something a piece, so I ordered two to save on the shipping. But really nice, came in a nice little heavy plastic bag sealed with grease. So these will be nice, easy to remove the material and make whatever I want. So I got that side and that side. I'm probably just going to do one for as cheap as these are. But on this, I actually honed it with this guy. I had picked this up. It's a diamond stone at either a garage or an estate sale for like 20 cents, and had it stored away. Didn't know much about it, but when I was playing with the Harbor Freight, those brazed cutters, I didn't have anything that was working. I tried the regular sharpening stone. I brought this out. Holy cow, this takes material off real quick. So oil, and you just do this a few times and whoa, it does a fantastic job. And when I was at Home Depot looking at the grinders, I just by luck saw this on a bottom shelf. They're selling them, they're $30, $29.95 or something, diamond stone. So if you guys want to play with this, it's amazing how fast this thing works. So alright, now let me take you, I'm probably going to wind up doing something like this, just really machining. Kind of a combination, I put this C-clip on here to try to hold the grinding wheel, but I think I've got to make part this going over it absolutely to a half thou, and then a bigger back piece to it. So, and hopefully that'll work, because if I can't make something that'll hold a grinding wheel straight, I mean, this is getting ridiculous now. Alright, let me show you my existing grinder and then I'll do the review on the Ryobi. Alright, so I walk in front of the camera. This is the first and only grinder I've ever had. 3/4 horse, 8-inch, 6 amps. It's got a lot of power, and I've done a lot with it over the years, mainly. A lot of buffing, but you have hatchets, chisels, a bunch of different things. Concrete chisels, not really precision chisels, to sharpen and clean up on it. Mushroom heads on the chisels. So I wanted to do the cutters, high-speed steel cutters. Was able to do all of them so far on here that you've seen, but made this little mini kind of pallet, all holes threaded, so I could use the clamps off the mini pallet. Problem is, it just moves too much, which is a real pain. And I did see a video where a guy ran just a plate from, I guess, platform to platform, and it was rock solid. But since I use a buffer, I don't have this piece to put on this side to put the two pieces in there, so I figured I've spent a lot of time on this guy, and I don't know why, but nothing is straight. It's constant vibration. And I realized when I took this off, this is causing some of it. So this is pretty old. I ordered another one off of Amazon, loose cotton, because this goes up and down. Yeah, it's wobbling and it's up and down. I don't know how it kind of got out around, but so that'll, because I mainly use buffing. This one and the little bitty Harbor Freight guy, 3-inch, I think, 4-inch, for real small stuff. Because this will grab it and throw it across the room and bend it up. I've done that a number of times. So new buffing wheel. I'll just let this be. But I did make, because it keeps wobbling, I've got the dresser to make it nice and round, and it's round and true. But the wobble, so I made a precision arbor that just fits on the back here, just fits on the 5/8. Just fits on here, and I put it all, and it's, I mean, it is tight fit on the wheel. You have to just really snug it in there, and it's even worse, it wobbles worse. So I don't want to spend any more time and energy on this guy. But I was able to at least make this guy. And you can see, because I clamped an angle block, I don't know if you call it blocks, but one of the angle guys on there. And you can see, to be able to get that angle, I had very little surface left. This whole thing needs to be rebuilt going in further, like all the ones I've seen on YouTube. But again, I don't want to spend any more energy on this, so I figured, what the heck, just go get another grinder, coarse, medium. So take you over here someplace and unbox it. Alright, there's the new grinder. And I was even saying, I had bought a night, because Delta is a quality company. Bought this off of Amazon for the other grinder, plastic center. I mean, it's just even worse. It was bad. Wobble and up and down movements. Made my own arbor for this. No luck. So I had told, what was the RPM? Yeah, 3,600. I told Amazon, you know, I wanted to return it, and they just said throw it in the trash can, and they gave me my money back, so I still have that. But I was looking, originally I was going to get the 6-inch. This is the 8-inch. And I'm looking at the two of them going, you know, for just $15 more, get the 8-inch. It's going to do a lot more for me, I hope. So, let's see. Alright, 8-inch. Yeah, and the other thing is, looking at the description of them on the internet, both the 6 and the 8 have the same current. I think it was 2.1 amps. So I'm kind of like, well, I hope this thing has some power. Because the other guy, man, you know, 6 amps. And you can't really bog the other one down. Well, I guess you can really. If you lean into the buffing wheel, you can. But this guy better be non-vibration or whatever, because I'm going to be returning this. If there's anything wobbling, no. And I'll keep taking another one and another one until I go through the entire inventory if I can't get one that doesn't vibrate. Nice instructions, okay. Batteries? Oh yeah, it's got LED lights on it. Why don't they run it off the 110? Is this metal or plastic? That's plastic. Interesting. I'll leave that in there because I gotta see if there's vibration. Ryobi, and they make it, whoa, okay, it's all sideways here. Get this all out of the way. Even the rests are plastic. I'm looking at it in the store. How do you get this out? There, now you guys can kind of see it. Alright, I guess you just pull it out, huh? Come on. Heavy? Yeah, it's pretty darn heavy. Alright, well, silicone gel in there. Alright guys, hey. Nice Ryobi because it'll be right next to the Ryobi felt sander. Smells good, fresh paint. Take that off. Boy, it's stuck all over the place, huh? There. Throw that away. Let's plug it in and see what it's going to do. That all the way. Alright. Stand to the side because if it just wheels come apart, I don't want to be in front of it. And plug it in over here. Unplug. Alright, what does it do? Wow, that's like slow starting. And they're wobbling. Yep, it's vibrating. It's vibrating a lot. That's a lot of vibration. They can't even get it straight. I saw it going sideways, this one. Excuse me. Wow, this runs forever. Because this was, oh, this is 3 amp. Wow, you can feel that. That's ridiculous. They just bang them out and they don't care, huh? Well, it's gonna take forever to stop. I need to stick my finger in there to slow it down. I don't see anything on this wheel yet. Oh, I see the whole thing's doing this number now. Yep. That is going back and forth. How about this one? Yep, this one is too a bit. That is going back and forth a lot. You can't tell. The whole thing's vibrating so much I can't tell if it's doing this or not. But, oh jeez, that is really moving this way. This one too? Yeah, this one too. So what? The guys can't make something straight? Well, I'm going to screw around with it, see what I can do. Well, this guy played around with it. Absolutely not acceptable. Zoom in on this wheel so you can kind of see it. I think you can see it going back and forth, huh? Yep, I can see it in the monitor here. So it's not only going back and forth, it's going up and down, in and out, both wheels. I'm not going to accept this. So this is my review of the Ryobi 8-inch BG828G. Takes forever to start up, even though it's 3 amps. And it doesn't even say what the horsepower is on it, does it? No. Millimeters, arbors. But yeah, I did messing around in here, taking it all apart. The the little washers that capture are just wobbling all over the place. Nothing I can do, so this is going back.